Whenever I start working with a new patient, I have on my intake form a little checkbox. Either I have an ADHD diagnosis or I suspect that I may have ADHD. Likewise, autism. Likewise, depression and anxiety. And anytime somebody checks ADHD or autism, or somebody checks depression, anxiety, and anything in the gut, I immediately ask them questions to this effect. Did you sprain your ankles all the time when you were a kid? Do you still? Do you dislocate things easy? Are you double jointed? Do you have gut health? If they didn't tell me that, I'll ask. Challenges with the gut. Skin problems, a tendency to get fungal infections, a tendency to get dandruff or seborrheic dermatitis, a tendency to get eczema, psoriasis, all these sorts of skin problems, even problems with the nail beds. And what I'm pointing at for all of these things is, as I've mentioned before, the comorbidity, the common co-occurrence between neurodiversity, especially ADHD, autism, and really I think very particularly ADHD and connective tissue disorders. Not 100%, it's not a circle, but that Venn diagram is not a joke. So if you are somebody who has ADHD and or autism and either digestive system issues, skin issues, joint looseness, and particularly tight muscles everywhere that you just can't get to relax, there's a good chance that you should screen yourself for a connective tissue disorder. The Easy screen I've done before. You can find a video about testing for the Beighton hypermobility index. It starts with, can you point your pinky all the way up 90 degrees? Mine doesn't go 90 degrees, so you can see it goes about 70. 1 point for either side. Can you touch your thumbs to your wrists? Mine don't. 1 point for either side if they do. Can your elbows go hyperextended? That means past the 180 degrees, a little bit closer to 190 or 200 degrees. Mine don't, but if yours do, 1 point for each side. When you stand and you lock your knees back, do your knees do the same thing? Go past full straight, or do they stop it straight? If they stop it straight, no problem. If they go past that, 1 point for each one that does. And then finally, when you're standing, feet shoulder width apart, can you keep your legs straight and put your palms on the floor? That's a total of 9 possible points. If you score a 4 or higher, you are at risk for hypermobility, possibly Ehlers-Danlos syndrome. I've talked about this before, and so I just want to repeat myself for anybody new to the audience or anybody that this catches this time. If you have neurodiversity, the chances of you also having a connective tissue disorder are heightened relative to the general population and really worth screening. All that said, one of the common effects is what's called disautonomia. That means your nervous system gets ratcheted up really easily. The autonomic nervous system that handles heart rate, sweat response, blood pressure, digestion gets dysregulated more easily. And so things that you can do about that are actually really, really small, gentle, easy things like this soft seaweed sway. I'm doing a side-to-side seaweed sway right now. And if I go small, soft, and gentle enough, I can feel my shoulders let go, the space between my shoulder blades. My neck starts to soften. It's quite counterintuitive because what most of us spend our time doing is overstretching, really working hard, and possibly injuring the hypermobile joints. So if this applies to you, reach out for some help. I absolutely can help you wherever you are, but particularly if you're in San Francisco, I've got your back.